All right, Kenman here, and today we have another fun unboxing from a company that I actually haven't picked up a knife from in a while. I'm excited. I've been looking at this model for quite a bit actually, and finally pulled the trigger, picked it up. Where is it from? What is it? Shut up, Kenman. Let's just get in the box and find out. Any guesses? Probably already in the title. We've all been here before. There it is. We have a Civivi box on the floor. It's been a little while since we've gotten one from Civivi. I have quite a few on my checklist. We're kind of slowly doing an inventory here on the channel, moving my knives into the new shelves, and I currently have 20 Civivis. Here's 21. Which one is it? Let's get in. Let's find out. Definitely love all my Civivis. It's a good company. Second most owned company. Box on the floor. They got the nice packaging. Nice little case. There's the knife. Got all the insert stuff. Got the sticker for like the baby or the banter. Civivi sticker. Info card, product use. And the nice cloth. Get all that stuff out of the way here. Let's get to the actual knife. There it is. Mini bag on the floor. Oh yeah, this micarta looks fantastic. Today we are looking at the Civivi Brazen. Boosh. Oh yeah. Soak this one in. What are we looking at here today, Kenman? The Civivi Brazen has a Tanto blade with a D2 steel. We have this thick green micarta, kind of the couch, heavier texture kind of micarta. I love this stuff. It feels great. Oh, look at the action on that. Boom. Flipper tab, thumb studs. Flick out. We got a liner lock in there. Oh, the action on this is great. Look at that. Drops down really well. Flicks out just like a dream. Thumb studs are just working perfectly. Let's try to fail a flipper tab. Oh, requires very little effort. Just a push button gets it right out there. Detent. Boom. Pulls it in nice right at the end there. Kind of one of those ones, it's like a good detent, makes it just open much easier. The bearings on there help the blade just drop shut. This feels kind of light too. There's not a whole lot of weight. So sometimes a heavier blade will get a nice drop shut like that, but there's not a lot of weight on that blade that's creating that. But man, look at that action. Ooh, super fun. The green micarta has some kind of color variants. There's a few little darker areas, a few little lighter areas, kind of a darker, a couple lines. I love that look. This probably some of my favorite micarta right there. Oh, the action on this is great. Does have a little kind of faux choke up spot. You can get in there. I like them to be a little bit larger, although a lot of them, if I get in there and I'm going to do some work, I don't feel that biting into the side of my finger at all. So that would be the spot, is if it's not big enough, it kind of feels like you might cut yourself on there. But when I grab on there like that to get in to do some work, it feels fine. Personally, I like them a little bit bigger, but that feels all right. It is a large full-size knife. Basically, I have a bigger hand when I grab it right there. There's still, sorry I'm off camera, a little bit of space out the backside. And then with that choke up, you have even more. But oof, get in there for that good, delicate work. Nice kind of pulls. Look at that pointy Tanto tip right there. So you got a kind of a dual grind, straight to straight. Aggressive, kind of a fun shape on that blade. A little lanyard. Edwards. You want to put that lanyard on there on the back of that. Clip can be swapped to the other side, so if you're a lefty and you want to switch that over, like myself. Flipper tab is fun. The action on this is great. So Jimps, it does kind of ramp up just a little bit. You can kind of see, kind of ramps up, and then there's a tiny little scoop down right there. So when you're holding like this, those Jimps feel good. You know me, I prefer some Jimps way out to there. Extra little relief cut on that top gives it a little more angular look on that blade. I like that quite a bit. What do we think about this one? Blade is centered perfectly. These, I picked this up on Amazon. They are available. There's a lot of different varieties, styles. There is a button lock version as well. Kind of prefer this liner lock. But G10, different micartas, a lot of different versions available. Does have a captive pivot, so you got that nice C logo on the one side, and then you only need a tool for one side. Other than the C on the pivot, I don't see any branding anywhere. It doesn't say anything on the blade. That's actually really cool. I prefer it like this, honestly. Just a nice clean look. If they wanted to write D2 in there for that blade steel, I wouldn't mind that so much. But ultimately, I prefer just allow yourself to enjoy the design. Don't have to have all this branding all over the blade or anywhere else. What do we think about this? I really like it. Fun stuff. All right, what are we thinking about here? What am I doing? Let's get to it. Great action. Blade is, of course, solid. No movement, no play, centered, great. Oh, action is really, really nice. Love it already. Like I said, this is basically about a full-size knife. We're looking at, 8 inches right on the button, end to end. Blade is 3.5. You could call it 3 7/8 if you go at that angle to angle, but it's 3.5 inch blade. You have a 1 3/8 cutting surface on the tip, and then a 2 1/4 surface there with a straight edge on both. 4.5 on the handle. Excellent size. Great daily carry user knife right here, I tell you. 11. The 11 carries all the way out to that secondary grind right there. So you got that nice 11 and then your dual grind with that little relief cut on the top. Very angular looking Tonto blade. I like that shape. I like the satin kind of finish. Just smooth, clean, awesome look. 0.47 on the handle. Thickest spot here with that 1.27, middle of the handle 0.93. Thickest on the blade 1.06. And will this battery ever die? All sources point to no. 3.58. I've got my Kaiser drop bears, a great daily user comparison, bug out killer. 3.29 on the drop bear. 3.58 is just a little bit larger, so that size wise and weight is very adequate. So yeah, the Kaiser drop bear has the Kaiser clutch lock, the best crossbar lock out there. 154 and micarta. This is what I'm talking about with Jimps. Put this many Jimps on your knives and Kenman will approve. So if you look at the Brazen next to the drop bear, it is a little bit bigger, 1/4 inch on the handle, maybe a 1/2 inch on the blade, but a lot of it's that nice pointy Tonto tip right there. Check out your drop bear. You're looking for a nice daily carry. All right, let me roll over here. Grab a piece of paper. I've been doing some cut tests. The paper cut test doesn't necessarily prove anything, but it is kind of a fun thing to do. And I've been kind of showcasing it, and we got some number categories we're working on. Let's just get to it here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that is extremely sharp. Very nice. Look at that. I'm going to give that an 8.5 out of 10. I'm still working on the numbers. what makes sense, what they are, what would a really 3-cut look like, what would an 8-cut look like. That right there was slicey. I almost might have to give that a 9. That was really, really smooth, no real issues. I dig it. What do we think about this one? Does anybody have a Brazen? If you don't have any Civivis, I do have 21 of them in my collection now. If you need any advice on that, I do have a link in the description, a little affiliate link. If you want to help the channel out, you use that link, you make a purchase. It does, give me a little kickback there. These are great. I paid full price for this. There was no discount or affiliate link on the Amazon, but it was a good price on there, and I like Civivi, so I have no problem throwing them some money for a really good quality knife. I'm happy about this. Action is great. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.